This pay-per-view started off and jumped off with an impact. We just
Impact.
gonna jump right into it. No intro.
No intro.
Mm-mm.
Hey, so this was one of the best pay-per-views I've seen in a while. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy
Bad
because
blood.
I said this back in SummerSlam, but Bad Blood has been great. It's been great. And
Mm-hmm.
what a great kickoff show that we had with them introducing the Hall of Famers coming together. A lot of icons in the stadium. Saw like saw a little baby in there. Saw Metro Boomin in there.
Makes sense.
Makes
It's
sense.
Atlanta.
But, yep. And then we had the first match with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk.
The
Ooh.
conclusion to Crash House season.
Well, I thought Drew had that, man, until I saw, oh, Punk wrestled great in that match. By
Mm-hmm.
the way, like he looked like how he looked back in 2011, right? And
Yep.
Drew coming out and being as tough as he is, but like that shot he took with the metal toolbox, which really did split him open, and then he was bleeding so much.
I
That's why
loved
I'm
it.
like, yo, this wrestling stuff is really dangerous because he did stop bleeding until Punk took the wrench nearly the end of the match and started hitting him in the open wound, and he started bleeding again. I'm like, yo, that's not scripted. He actually he actually re-aggravated the wound, and the referee was like, and I saw the referee was like, yo, do you want to stop this? Do you want to take the pin? And you could hear him say it too, and we're just like, no, I'm not stopping right now.
Mm.
So every time the referee took the towel to give Drew to wipe the blood from his face, Drew was like, "Fuck it, fuck that. I only need a towel." And his face
Yeah,
was
he did it
covered in
twice.
blood. And Punk was like, "Damn," he looked scared from it. That's Drew McIntyre. So yeah, that match was absolute 10 out of 10. They couldn't have done anything better. Being in Hell in a Cell, people really were complaining like, "Oh, I wanted to see them climb the cage from the outside." Don't really have to do all that shit, bro.
Nah.
That's not really
Punk
what
up
Hell in
there
a
in
Cell means.
age, and
Yeah,
Drew, that's a big guy. So
you
nah.
don't really have to see that in every Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah. Did we
If the,
get it with Shawn
sure,
Michaels and Triple H? No, but it was a
no,
great showing.
exactly, yeah.
Did we get that
So
with Triple H versus Undertaker? Great match. We didn't need it.
we did. Well,
Shoot, list
take your
goes
track
on.
climbing, but yeah, Shane McMahon been in many Hell in a Cell matches, so he didn't climb the cage in all of them. Mick Foley too. So I'm like, fans were like, okay, since we're getting a Hell in a Cell match, why didn't they utilize the cell more? Like, what more you want them to do? Like, they were bashing their heads in the cage a lot. Drew
Mm-hmm.
missed the Claymore that one time, went straight into the cage. You know, when Punk was cut open, Drew threw him in the cage. Like, you can actually see the wound. I wonder if they stopped bleeding or something, but looks like they're taking these shots and they're actually bleeding from them.
I don't know if
I
they
don't know if
stopped or
that
not.
toolbox
But I know
thing
there's
will
two
be.
options.
Yeah,
The hard way or the blade way.
I think they're doing the hard way now because that shot
Oh,
that
oh
Drew
yeah,
took was not
especially
scripted.
Drew.
Drew really did take that shot, and that toolbox was sharp, and you can tell that he took
Mm-hmm.
it to the top of his head, and he was like, "Oh my god!" And the ref was like, "Oh shit, let me put the gloves on again."
Mm-hmm.
The Punk stopped bleeding, and then when he hit Drew, and then he started bleeding, I'm like, "Oh my god!" The mat looked like a crime scene.
Yes, it did.
And then what happened? Well, I guess like Drew set up that table right at the outside like 20
Mm-hmm.
minutes earlier, and then this is why I love how WWE does those things, right? He was going for a superplex at the top of the rope, and he reversed it, and instead him and Punk went through the same table he set up 20 minutes ago.
Yep.
It's probably one of the, or if not the biggest moment of the match. Like the crowd was like, "Holy fuck! Holy fuck!" They didn't censor it this time either.
Mm-mm. Now they don't do that on PLEs.
Shit,
Peacock lets them have free range.
I even forgot about Peacock, man. I didn't even watch it on Peacock, but yeah. Mm-mm.
Now, when Drew went to go grab the sack, at first I was like, "Is there tax in there? Are we getting a tax spot?" Oh
Ask for it
no,
was some tax, or even well, nails. Maybe nails would have been too extreme, or broken glass. Well, we've seen shit like that. But thumbtacks, yeah, everybody thought it would be thumbtacks.
but what was in there was so much better. Because this man said,
Beads,
"No,
a
you made
lot,
me bleed."
lots of beads.
Oh boy, the broken beads of the bracelet, which was the downfall of Drew.
Yep. Now they're gonna be out for a while, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's worth it when you have a match like that. That's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
That is true. Do you have a favorite spot in this match?
Yeah, it's definitely when Punk and Drew went through the table. They were
Mm.
like 20 feet drop. That was crazy. I'm like, how is Punk alive, bro?
For me, you know the spot. The Miss Claymore
Oh yeah, the
into
Miss
the steel
Claymore onto
step.
the beats.
Boy, I seeing that spot, I grabbed my back. I grabbed my lower back because that's what poses the question: who had it worse, Drew or Strickland?
I still think Drew did, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Drew.
Because like he could have easily broke his back doing that shit.
I mean, they both could have, but the speed, it's just the speed that he came off flying trying to hit that Claymore.
Yeah. Do you think he meant to do that?
Oh yeah,
Like
I
he
think they
knew.
planned that out.
Like, if you're a Triple H, how do you pay guys to take things bumps like this? It's just
Only Triple
so
H,
difficult.
I can't think from that perspective. I'm nor a wrestler. I have no experience in that ring. I I couldn't really give you an answer on that.
Mhm.
But hey, match of the night, 10 out of 10. Whether
Yeah.
this would have ended the show or started the show, this was going to be match of the night.
We all
Now,
know why this didn't end the show because a certain someone
yeah,
returned at the end.
yeah. But so originally when we were talking about who we had winning this match, um, I want to say for the past 3 episodes, I had Drew winning. But as
Yeah,
I had
I had him
time,
winning too.
mm, but with time and thinking, I was like, you know what? The way Punk's been getting disrespected and how this feud's been escalating, Punk needs to come out with the win. And he did. And the one thing I loved at the end of the match, they showed the hell they went through and what the cell does to people with Drew laid out in the ring and stumbling to get up and Punk stumbling to get to the backstage and
Yep.
refusing help from the medical
Paramedics and everything.
assistant.
Hmm.
Man, it just brought me back to old classic Hell in the Cell matches that I grew up with. And the ones I didn't grow up with, I'll just watch on later on. So now, with this match, where does this rank in your Hell in the Cell matches?
Oh, I can't do that this early. I can't.
Oh no, I can. This
This
match
could
right here.
easily be bottom 10, to be honest. It's
Hmm.
the things I've seen in the past. Right, I could put this at 9 or 8 or 10,
Hmm.
but I couldn't put this in top 5.
This
I
is
really couldn't.
at my 6 or 7.
Mm. All right.
Now, the next match, I felt bad for these ladies. I
Wait a
knew
minute. Wait a
they were
minute.
going to put on a match, a solid match, a good
Yeah.
match. But
All I'm saying, man.
Following up to what came first,
Yeah,
that was
it's
tough.
never it's never gonna be Tiffy time, man.
Yeah. But
All I'm
Nia
saying.
Jax versus Bailey, women's championship.
Oh, there's a lot of things that went on in that match, man. A lot of things. I gotta give Bailey her props, man. She came out, she looked good, she looked fabulous. Her hair was oh my god, her hair was so great. But she came in the ring so confident. Mm. And then the Queen Nia came out, and then everything was perfect. Everything was nice. Everything was going extraordinary. Right. All right. So the match was great, and I actually thought Bailey probably had it at one point, but of course Nia and her sheer dominance. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't really the best match Nia ever had or Bailey ever had. So it was still a great match. The crowd was in it until like Tiffany Stratton's music hit, and that bra just came running down the ring with that briefcase. And by the way, this was after Nia Jax fell on the referee, and the
Yeah,
ref was
that
out.
you know what's funny? I said this. I was like, has there ever been a female ref that has taken a bump or a spot yet?
I
And I got my
wonder.
answer.
Yes, no.
Oh no, there she was the first.
Oh shit. Well, she did a great job pulling the
Yes,
act
she
off.
did.
So yeah, Bailey like head kicked Nia when the ref was in the middle while both of them were on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And the ref was like, "Oh no 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 no!" On this, and I just fell on top of her. I wish that was me though, but hey, but hey, but hey. Though when the referee got up, Tiffany was right behind her. All the random crowd was like, "Yes, yes, yes," and then Nia did like the Undertaker sit up, which was
Mm-hmm.
so perfect
That
that
was
everybody in the
perfect.
crowd was like, "Whoa, Nia could do that." That's why we all love Nia Jax, man. That's why she is the queen. Fuck Charlotte. Nia is the queen in here, man.
Bro, leave Charlotte alone.
Nah, man, she
She
needs to stay where she.
recovering. She don't need none of this.
Well,
Leave her
keep
be.
recovering. Keep recovering. Anyways, back to better women. Nia Jax. Even he saw that she tried to do it. I ain't gonna lie. It didn't fail, but it didn't hit right. She tried to do a hard
Mm-hmm.
run on Bailey from the top. Like Bailey had her like Bailey strong, right? Bailey had her on her shoulders, right? And then she tried to do a hurricane run. I guess Bailey sold it, but it didn't really hit right. And then Michael Cole glazing as always. Oh my god, did you see what Nia just did? Jesus.
Good old Michael Cole.
The old Michael Cole. But yeah, after Tiffany came and Nia did the Undertaker sit up and she's looking at her like, why are you in here? Were you just trying to cash it on me? Oh, I'm a big cat. And Tiffany was like, "No, me, shit, no, I came to help you." And I was like, "Why would I need your help?" And like, and it was funny. And then Bailey just came and pushed Nia into like Tiffany. Then the whole match just tried to got out of hand. Bailey went on the top rope. Tiffany came distracted her, and then Nia capitalized. Nia hit like a big fucking splash on Bailey, then hit the Annihilator.
Mm-hmm.
It was like big Samoan drop, then the Annihilator. Boy, I wish I could get hit with the Annihilator, man. That's all I'm saying. I'd be at the bottom of the
Control
ring like
yourself, Damar. Control yourself.
Man's gonna be like, why didn't you dodge that? I'm like, dodge? Do it again. Hey, I know there's some freak girls out there that want Bronson Reed to hit them with the with the tsunami.
Oh, hey, to each his own.
To each his own, man. But great match. I'll give it a
Mm-hmm.
7. It was funny most of
Same
the
here.
time. Bailey, she really did her thing. We all know who the queen is, though.
I'm gonna
That's
keep
all.
saying this.
But
Tiffany should cash in the night after Mania.
mm,
Give her the Ziggler treatment. Keep building up this
mm.
torment, this bullying that's going on with between her and Naya.
You know,
Because
it'd be
everything was
funny.
nice, but
Make
Tiffany
her
keeps
cash in
coming
on
out.
Nia, right? But have her tease, like have her go to Raw for like a promo shit and tease her
Hmm.
against Liv. But she won't cash in on Liv. Just have her tease against it.
Yep.
Because you see that the way her eyes been looking at Nia sometimes. It'll be funny if we see Liv and Dom in like a segment on Raw, then you just see Tiffany in the background, like and it'd be hilarious. The whole crowd gonna be like, "Oh shit, why is she there on Raw?" I know Corey Graves is gonna lose his fucking mind.
Yep.
Oh no, don't do it.
But
Can cash in anywhere, anytime.
yep. But our next match, Finn Balor versus Damian Priest.
Oh my god.
The controversial one.
I owe Balor. I wasn't familiar with their game, man. He was in there taking shots and delivering. He was delivering. He gave like this might be controversial, but this might be that match might be Priest's toughest match so far. Like forget the Gunther match, right? But like
Mm-hmm.
Priest gave him a fucking run. Like that like before Carlito and before McDonough came out, like it was even. And you think it would be one sided with Priest running away from you think it would be not Priest, but Finn running away from Priest, right? That's what I
Mm-hmm.
thought. But now he was in there fighting. It's like it was genuinely like him throwing blows, him taking back, him throwing blows again. And I'm like, wait a minute. Priest is actually fighting here. And you already know how Damon wrestles. Like he's gonna slam you down, he's gonna hit
Yep.
you hard, he's gonna do this martial arts, kung fu kicks and stuff. But Finn was hitting back, and I'm like, shit, this, this match is lit, and the
I
crowd
said
was
it
in it
was.
too. Crowd was in it, and Finn was reversing everything. He thought it was 2K in there, like everything, like he was reversing it, and then he hit him with like 3 coup de grace, bro. 2 to the back of his neck, and Damien was getting up, and I'm like, what the hell? Match was great.
Mm-hmm. Now, the controversial part. A
Yeah.
lot of the people wanted Finn to pick up this win.
I
Now,
thought he was
me,
gonna win. The way he was wrestling, I thought it was
yeah,
gonna
the
win.
way it was going, I thought my prediction was gonna be wrong because
Mm-hmm.
I had Damian actually picking up the win,
Yeah.
and the reason
Most people
that
did.
is Damian been getting packed up on Raw a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and plus you can't have him come off this great world title reign, and you built him up so great just to lose, you know, to the man that's been packing him up very easily. Now, yes, you could say it'd be jumping, but after all that beating, just to see you take another L at Bad Blood, nah. But that's how I saw it. But losing to Finn Balor, that's an accomplished man. He's done everything in
Yep.
the business. That's a loss
Yep.
that you can accept.
And it's funny because not only did I think Balor was gonna win at one point, even without the Judgment Day coming down, like he hit a coup de grace to Damian Priest that the
Hmm.
ref nearly botched the count again. Like when he went down for like one, I thought that was one. I guess his Damien's shoulder was not down properly,
Yeah,
but
he had to
it
redo the
looked it
count.
looked like he counted to 3.5, right? Because he was like, oh, one, two, three, he kicks out. I'm like, what the hell? Some people in the crowd got that too, so I'm like, okay, whatever.
And the one thing I'll say, the Judgment Day really weren't and really involved in this match because we
They
know
didn't
how
even have to
Judgment
come out.
Day usually be.
Yeah,
It really was a solid one-on-one match.
the way the match went, they really didn't have to come out.
Yeah, Finn held his own.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised about. I'm like, if Finn can wrestle like this, you might as well just give him a title again. I know he's a
Hmm.
tag team champion, but like he needs to have because he never really did win his Universal Championship back. So this might be this might be a far fetch, but like I'd love to see him feud with Cody over SmackDown.
You know what?
I'd love to see
I
that.
would like to see that. It's something new. It's fresh.
That would be so much like that would benefit Cody more than it would benefit Finn. There's a lot of
Two
people
members
right
of the
now.
Bullet Club
Yep.
going at it.
Oh, they could even bring back they could do that like a three-way thing with AJ Styles too.
You know what?
That could work. Because
If
Gallows
Tama
and
Tonga
Anderson
wasn't
is
doing the
still
whole
there.
bloodline thing,
They could
he
kick
would
him out.
also be he would also be pulled in.
They could kick him out. Like Tama, I don't think you're working. Cause look, Solo being unhinged, I can actually see it. Like how
Nah,
Roman was unhinged and he kicked out
I'm talking about like all the Bullet Club leaders or members in one area. They would actually take Tama
leaders.
Tonga seriously
Mm.
if they were to go that route because
That
he
that'd
was
be a
with the
great
group
way
since
to
the
revive
beginning.
his career. That would be a great way to revive his career right now.
Yeah, but
Just take him out of the bloodline and make him look like a really solid competitor. But yeah,
mhm,
Finn versus Cody and with AJ on the side would be great. It'd be a
yep,
Bullet Club thing. And it will work too, because like Gallows and Anderson are still there and Meechin is still there. It would work.
they
You
got
see like
AJ
a
on the back.
yep.
But Finn versus Damien, 8 out of 10
Mm,
for me. Great match.
mm.
Now,
I think I give the same rating.
the announcement we did not need, but it might grow on me. I
Oh
hope not.
well, at least we got that Goldberg segment.
The Crown Jewel Championship. Now, at first, I thought it was the women's mid card belt that was
That's
going to
what
get announced.
everybody wanted. WWE when it comes to listening to their
Yeah,
fans.
it's true.
I don't think
Now,
we're gonna do that.
I thought about it as they was talking, as Triple H was talking. I
Triple
was like,
L.
they're in Saudi. Do Saudi really want to see that a women's mid
I don't
card
think
belt
I don't
being
think Saudi
presented?
cares what they get. That's just me. I don't think Saudi cares
I
what they
think they
get.
care a little when it comes to the women. If you ain't Becky, Rhea, Bianca, Asuka,
I mean, of
any of
course
the
they're
hard
gonna.
hitters,
Of course they're not gonna send like fucking. They're not gonna send like the low card women over there. We all know that. So when it comes to like them, do they really want to see champion versus champion? Maybe, but what else are they gonna get? And by the way, is it gonna be one belt or two? Because they said champion
so
versus champion, so it's gonna be a white strap version of that one for the women.
maybe.
I don't know.
So this is how it goes. So both world champions will be facing off against each other, and the winner of that match. Now,
Apparently,
none of the
according to
belts,
Gunther, he's gonna
neither
get that.
belts are on the line. Neither belts on the
Yeah, I
line.
know that, but like the Crown Jewel Championship,
Oh, I'm gonna get to
I
that.
don't know if it's for the women too.
It is
So is it gonna be the same belt or like a same strap?
different belt, different strap.
Yeah, we didn't see
So
that.
it's going to be Liv versus Nia,
It's nice
Gunther
gonna fucking
versus
annihilate her.
Cody.
That's gonna be
So
good.
my initial thought for this title, I think this is going to be a title that's going to be defended on Crown Jewel in these next couple of years.
So like twice
Where,
a year best.
yeah,
Oh man,
I could see.
they should have just made a trophy instead of a title.
We don't need no more trophies. We really don't.
What's the title gonna do? They're gonna walk around
It's
WWE
probably
wearing that
something
thing?
that it's probably something that they wanted.
Nah, leave that in Saudi when they win it. Hell no, it doesn't even look
So
good.
I
It's
won't say
flashy.
that.
Nah,
It's a
man.
nice belt.
Nah, man. It's just
It's
flashy.
better.
That's it.
It's better than the greatest Royal Rumble championship.
What the
The green
trophy?
strap with the trees. I remember that belt.
It's so forgettable, man.
That ugly ass Laffy Taffy.
That's so forgettable. But like, honestly, ain't nobody asked for this.
No one asked
The, ma-
for it, but
the
the belt
matches,
went.
yes. The belt, no.
Now, after Triple H did his announcements, our boy, the Ring General Gunther,
Good.
came out.
And start talking shit, man. He was like, "Yep,
Yep.
we all know that Sami Zayn is not that level." So even though now he already said, "I'm looking forward to facing Cody Crown Jewel. That's him saying, "Yeah, I'm just gonna brush, Sammy under the ring
Yep.
on the day." So, and that's exactly what he did. The ring general does not lose to mid Carters like Sami Zayn without being rocked.
Yep.
Okay.
And the best part of the segment, man, was cooking Goldberg.
He was like, "Oh, he didn't know his son's name, right?" He looked back to Triple H. He was like, Triple H was like, "Gabe, oh Gabe, oh Bill, no disrespect. How you can say no disrespect and went on to disrespect the guy? So Bill, no disrespect. Um, Cage, I just hope your father is a better. No, I just hope Goldberg's a better father than he was as a ring competitor or as a wrestler." And then the crowd's like, "Oh shit."
And that's
And then
that
you
got
see
Goldberg
Gabe
hot.
looking at his dad. He's like, "Go fuck him up." He can read his ring. He's like, "Go fuck him up, dad." And his wife was like, "Nah, you gotta go. You gotta go.
I think the part that made me laugh is when
If the
Gunther
wife says you gotta go, you gotta go."
when Goldberg went over the barricade to go, attack and
And
defend himself.
security came out.
Bro, this man Gunther said, "Come on, Goldberg,
Come
I got
on,
3 minutes,"
I got 3 minutes.
which is funny because that's the standard of minutes matches Goldberg would have.
Yeah,
That is funny.
no shade to Brock Lesnar, although that took 50 seconds.
No, that shit was 26 seconds.
But the second one was 50.
Well, yeah, the second
The
one.
WrestleMania one was like what, 5 minutes, where Brock ended up winning.
Hey, it was a good match.
Yeah. I mean, Brock learned his lesson. He was jumping the spears. He
That's
countered
their
the
best match.
jackhammer. Yep. Brock Reader was in the lab cooking. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna jump the spear. I'm gonna counter the jackhammer. I'm gonna be in the outside of the ring most of the time. Then I'm gonna hit him when it counts."
Mm-hmm. But your boy Sammy came out and attacked Gunther.
Your boy is crazy.
Your boy.
Nah, man. When Gunther was getting held back, Sammy hit him, and and he hit him from behind. No
Okay,
dig.
don't trust the person with a black hoodie. That's
With a
Gunther's
black
fault.
hoodie. Nah, man. Sammy was supposed to be the face here. This man came and jumped Gunther for no reason. It's not like Gunther was talking about him either. Like he said, "Okay, after I brush Sammy aside on Raw, I'm gonna focus on Cody." That's all he said. Sammy came out after
Exactly. That's
the Goldberg
disrespectful.
segment.
So that's
How?
how little you
That's how
that's how
wrestlers
little you
talk.
see me.
That's
That's how
how
little you see
wrestlers
me.
talk. Well,
Yeah.
that's how wrestlers talk all the time. It's not like he said, "Oh, Sammy shouldn't even be on WWE's trash." He's like he said that. He
I
just
mean,
said, "I'm
you
gonna
can say
brush him
that,
aside and just focus on Cody."
but
And
brushing to the side is
Triple H looked like he
disrespectful.
was gonna laugh too. He was like, "We all know that I'm a different level above the rest, right?" And maybe that was a shot to Sammy too, but who knows? Sammy came
Hmm.
out and he's blindsided, bro. I didn't expect that from Sammy.
Yep.
But hey, if you're a mid Carter, you gotta do whatever it takes.
But now back to the Crown Jewel Championship. So I thought they were going to actually change the result of the match, which is our next match, which is the Liv versus Rhea. I thought Rhea would have won because if you really think about it, Rhea would be the only compatible person against Nia. Because if you think about it, it's like Liv and Nia. It doesn't matter if she even has Dom with her. Dom getting smacked up, then Liv gonna get smacked up. That's why you needed
I think they're gonna
Raquel to
do
interfere.
something. Yeah,
So now it makes sense now because now she has Raquel as her muscle. But before we got to
I
that
think
match,
Tiffany's gonna be there too as at her side, but she's gonna try her like cash in again and maybe help out against Raquel. But yeah, if Raquel's gonna be there in Liv's corner 24/7, then Nia's gonna need somebody.
mm-hmm. But before we got to the women's title match, we
Oh,
got
that's actually fucking crazy.
what?
You don't think Liv could actually cash in, but not on Nia. She can cash in on Liv.
She could.
That's actually fucking crazy if you think about it. Because she can be there. Oh shit! You don't think that's what they're gonna do?
I don't know.
But
I
hey,
really don't.
maybe.
These were matches I wasn't even thinking of. But
Hmm.
before we get to the women's
Is
title
LA
match,
not doing anything?
uh at the moment, no.
He hasn't been wrestling much.
But the Motor City Machine Guns
Oh
coming to
man,
SmackDown. They've been being advertised.
yeah.
I can't wait.
We'll see how this goes.
Don't say it like
Can't
that. They
can't
them
be
guys.
can't be worse than DIY, I guess.
Don't
Can't
do
be
that to
worse.
DIY.
Nah, man, fuck them. They need their own gimmick, and their theme song sucks.
I will agree on that. But hey, we don't need to worry about that no more. Death Rebel's gone. They out the
Yeah,
door. They right next to that dumpster bin where Chelsea at.
you're not talking about Chelsea Green, right?
Yes.
Oh man, why you gotta do her like that, man?
Hey, listen. I
She
love
ain't
Chelsea
that
Green.
bad.
I love the work she's put in. I like
She's
the
put
in
in
ring
work.
work.
She has the fans. Come
Now,
on.
I had to talk about that match.
Oh
Hey,
man.
she pulled up to the arena at Bad Blood still smelling like that. That's why she couldn't stay at the
Yeah.
party. But you
Yeah.
know
Oh,
who did?
Bianca did her
Piper.
dirty, bro. Bianca's like, she nearly said, "For that, what is that smell?" And see, Jade was like, "Oh my god, is that you?
Hey man, but
You
there's no
still
there's no
smell like
stranger
that?"
here. There's all Chelsea love. I
Nah,
actually
but like,
wanted her
if
to
they're
win
doing
the Money in the
Chelsea
Bank.
like this, though, no, but if they're doing Chelsea like this, though, she's gonna be in for a title shot, and she might just win it.
Hmm.
'Cause if you gotta embarrass yourself on wrestling like this, and you're willing to do it, wow, she's
She's
going places.
everything people wanted in broke
She's probably
Corbin.
gonna win the title in Canada again. Like whenever they're having a pay per view in Canada, she's probably gonna win
The
it.
next time they're in Canada is for War Games.
Not that soon, I guess.
But on to the World Championship match. Liv versus Rhea
Ah
and
man,
Dominic Mysterio in a shark cage.
man, scared of heights. When Liv was like, "No, not my baby, not my baby," and I was like, "I'll be here for you." But he was in the cage, like clutching this, like, like his acting skills are great. But here's the thing:
So
you know how good
next,
a heel you gotta be
yeah.
if you're doing nothing at all, and the crowd still saying you suck.
Hmm.
And he's gonna go down as one of the best heels in WWE history
One of the
for
best chicken
doing
shit hills.
nothing at all and just existing, and the crowd's just gonna be like, "Fuck you, Dom! Fuck you, Dom!"
Hmm.
And he's
He's in
doing
my
nothing.
top. He's in my
He's
top
just in
five.
the cage sitting there,
He's
and
in
the
my top
crowd
five
started.
chicken shit hills.
Yeah, remember how Damien Sandow was like the best crash out heel early.
Hmm.
He used to come out with his guitar. I don't know what city it was. Like he said something about their basketball team.
It was Seattle.
You know, Seattle, right?
Hmm.
I have never heard boos so loud before. It's like everybody in the stadium and outside were booing at the same time.
Yep.
And Dame was like, "Oh shit, how do I get out of this?" He can see on his face.
Yep.
Like, how do I get out of this?
So since this match has two of your favorite people and two of my favorite people, even three of them, I send this match off to you.
All right, so the match started as I expected. It was one-sided most of the time. Liv was running away, trying to get her dom back down, but of course Rhea had the controls of that. Liv actually fought back in the mid-match. It looked pretty good. Rhea's knee was still fucked up, so she took like advantage of that.
Hmm.
She did like an exploder outside of the ring, and Rhea hit the steel steps, and then she threw Rhea in the like this side. And I'm like, oh shit! I really hope Rhea's not injured again because she keep taking all these big bumps. It turns out she's good, and then it went back in the ring. I don't know if this was meant to happen, right?
Hmm.
But is that when Rhea tried that submission move, what we call it again? It looked like Sheamus's cloverleaf.
Um, I forgot the name of her submission. Hold on, I got you. But continue.
But yeah, she hit that right, and
Mm-hmm.
then she had her knee on Liv's face. It looked weird for a minute, and I'm like, I meant to do this. It looked like a variation of a sharpshooter in cloverleaf, but she hit the move, and then Liv got out. Liv went to the ropes to try to hit Oblivion, right? And then Rhea did like a pop up um somersault, like flip. I don't know if you saw that, like literally off her head. Looks like a break dancer, and she went right back on her legs, and the crowd was like, "Oh shit!" And that was about the time that Dom got the cage open,
Mm-hmm.
and then the crowd was. I was like, What's wrong with the crowd?" And then you see him swing the door open, and then Liv was like, "Oh, thank God!" And Rhea was like, "Oh, look at this." Rhea went outside, threw Liv in the barricade, went back inside. She talked to the ref. The ref had the ref cam on. She said, "I'm gonna go outside and handle business real quick." And that's when Dom fell out the cage. His leg was caught. I'm like, "Oh my God!" And by the way, how can the ref allow that? They're supposed to start counting. Like,
Outside the ring.
yeah, Rhea literally said,
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Rhea told her, like, this is why the ref cam was important. Rhea said, I'm gonna go handle business outside the ring. I'm gonna come right back. Ref said, okay, go ahead. She went out. Ref just started attending to Liv.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea was out there for like a minute. You should have started counting. And she got the candlestick, started beating Dom and stuff. And then the bitchiest bitch under the
Oh my goodness!
WWE. I fucking don't like. I don't hate her, but I don't like her.
Don't do that. Don't do that to
Them
her.
strong back loving, no chest having, monstrous looking Raquel Rodriguez interrupted one of the greatest. Like Dom was getting the hell beat out of him.
It's called the prison lock.
Prison. It got to be prison, right? Or prism.
Prison lock,
Ah,
which is ironic because Dominic's in a shark cage and he has went to prison.
you mean when Cole said he served hard time? No, Corey said he served hard time. Cole, and he was like, what, 30 minutes?
Hard
Hard
time.
time. Right. Ah, Raquel. And she botched it too. Like when she came to hit Rhea, she actually pushed her
Mhm.
instead of hitting her, and Rhea was on the ground like, what the fuck? Then she went in the ring. They were in the ring, and like she literally dragged Liv. Like the bell already rung because she interfered in the match. But she took Liv and put her on top of Rhea as if the ref was gonna start counting. So that was the second botch. And I'm like, oh fuck, classic Raquel Rodriguez. She just came back and look at this. She put like she gotta be in a faction with Tonga Loa at this point.
Don't do that.
The botchers. Ah man. But of course, like she just looks so out of place there. Especially when
Mhm.
they were leaving and like Liv was like hugging Dom and Raquel was over them like, this is the best couple. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Stop it,
And
Demar.
Rhea was in the ring was like, we're like, the fuck? So not my favorite match. Probably my least favorite match of the whole night. I'll still give it a 6 out of 10 though.
Mm.
Just because they were creative.
Mine's is actually different. So what people didn't notice with this match,
Mhm.
Liv actually took control of this match early. Like she was putting damage to Rhea. She was attacking the knee.
Well,
She
only
did
cause of
miss
the
the first
knee.
time, but she
Yeah.
went back at the knee.
Only cause of the knee. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But Rhea was doing her thing.
You got Dominic.
That's
You
why
got
I thought
Dominic.
Rhea would have won.
Mm. Yeah, Dominic almost about to see the king, which I almost thought that was a botch with him falling out the cage with his
No, he
labia.
meant to do that because
The
he
way it
literally
looked,
tied his leg. He tied his leg. He meant to do that.
because I was about to say it must have been when the camera was off him a few times.
The camera was off him a lot of time. He could have did that as soon as he went up.
Now I
He could
won't
have
say it was
tied
off
his
him a
leg.
lot of times.
'Cause he never
There,
stood
there
up
were times it
once
was
in that
on him.
cage. He never stood
Hmm.
up once in that cage, so he could have tied his leg anytime. So, yep, when he fell out, and then Liv was like,
Hmm.
"Oh my god, my baby," and Rhea was like, "Yeah."
Hey man, one thing I'll say, I don't know his name. I don't really be paying attention to the refs like that. I should be because they do a great job. Hey,
Um,
shout out to the Bloodline ref for letting Rhea go handle Dom.
the Bloodline ref, what
Yes,
Earl?
that ref is in every Bloodline match. Every time he's in the match, I'm like, oh, he's getting bumped. Something's gonna happen. Shenanigans.
Mm,
That's why I call him the Bloodline ref.
ref getting paid though.
Yes,
Ref
he
getting
is.
paid. But what was I gonna say? Well, either way, great match. Not
But
the best.
so this was my prediction for the match. I said the only way Rhea was winning, because you questioned why I picked Liv over Rhea. I said the only reason it was going to be is because Raquel was going to interfere, because Raquel and Rhea
They
have a
didn't know
history.
Raquel would have been there though.
Yeah, it only made sense
Nah,
because
man.
one, Liv's tag team partner was Raquel,
No,
and
no.
they have a
Like,
bond.
yeah, but did you know Raquel would have showed up?
Yes,
How do you know that?
she was cleared.
She was
Be-
cleared, but I didn't know. Like, look, Jimmy Uso was cleared for like months, and he didn't show up
Well,
till
that's the
now.
bloodline situation. You know they're gonna be tight on that.
Yeah.
But we knew Raquel was gonna show. Well, I knew Raquel was gonna show up.
But
But other
eventually,
than
but
all
not on
the
Bad Blood. Mm.
botches that happened, just the match alone, I gave it an 8 out of 10. Just the match alone,
Eight out
they
of
showed out.
10. Yikes. Okay.
I just looked
I
at
mean,
it just for
they
the
were
match.
that wasn't even their best Liv versus Rhea match.
That is true, but I enjoyed it.
Mm.
Now on to the main event: Cody and
Uh-huh.
Roman versus Solo and Jacob Fatu.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you
Solo, I love you, my tribal chief. Every 5 fucking minutes,
his first
Roman
promo he cut
Roman was
was
like, "What
him
the fuck?
glazing him.
Solo, I love you." Cody laughing,
Okay.
and so Roman like, "What the fuck is up with these guys, man? Now Jimmy didn't glaze me this much."
Mm. But I will say this: Solo's entrance with Jacob, it was
Mm-hmm.
it was great. The aura was there because it was just those
I'm
two.
taking it all.
Now, this is the reason why I say it's great because these next entrances, chef's kiss.
Fucking Cody's band entrance.
Yeah, the
I'm like, where the fuck did they come from? These cameramen are
that's what I
fucking
said.
elite.
They just appeared.
They're elite. These cameramen did the best not to show how they appear. They could have came from the side, the entrance. Like they had their cameras fixed on Jacob and Solo to the point where when they zoomed out and the ring was surrounded by band members, I'm like, what the hell?
Mhm.
They started playing Cody's theme. I'm like, oh, gotta be Cody. Can't be Roman.
Which had to be played twice. Which I
Yeah,
don't think
because
people
the
realize
first
that.
part I didn't even realize it was Cody's theme. I'm like, what the fuck are they playing? Is it Roman? The first part sounded like Roman for some reason. Like they were playing,
Mhm.
I'm like, Roman wouldn't really come out to a band, would he? He'd more come out to musicians and stuff, which he actually did. Funny. But Cody came out in I hate that mask, bro. I really do.
Don't hate
Seems like
that
he only
mask.
I really do.
The match clean.
Nah, man, it looks stupid on him. He came out. He's like, yeah, I'm hype. I'm going into the crowd, everything, doing his Cody thing. And Roman came out. By the way, how do you feel about the new theme? I love it. By the way,
His new theme.
I didn't really think he'd keep
I
it
love it.
since this was a WrestleMania thing.
It suits where he's
And
at as
plus,
the
he's
tribal
still
chief.
not a face. He's just a guy who's he's kind of back to his big dog phase where he just does
Man, he a
whatever he
face.
wants.
He a
No,
face.
man, he just does whatever he wants.
He a face.
There's a difference. There's a difference. He got face, he got heel, and he got people who does whatever they want. Like Randy. Randy's not a face. He's not a heel. He'll beat anybody. He does whatever the fuck he wants. Roman falls in that category. So, Sheamus kind of falls in that category too. You got like these superstars that Triple H can just give the freedom. Like, you know what? I trust you because you've been in this business for over a decade. So you don't have to be like babyface. You don't have to go in the crowd and hug and kiss babies. You don't have to be a heel and cuss out people in the crowd. Although Roman's he's not cussing people out, but he's not shaking hands. He's kind of still doing his hand thing right like that to people in the crowd. So I'm like, yeah, he's definitely not face either. But the theme, it does fit him. It sounds like he's not just like coming back from being a fallen tribal chief, but he's getting back. He's getting back to that status. But this time he's gonna be a better tribal chief. So the old theme, I'm gonna miss it.
Be better, but then put in the work. So now, will you put in the work, Roman?
Well, I'm not worried about Roman putting in work.
I'm talking about being a better tribal chief.
I mean, shit. The crowd thinks he's doing it, and plus Jimmy, he's back, so that's one member down. I think Paul's gonna eventually come back too.
Yeah, but
where he's gonna hit the ladies and gentlemen. I'm like, oh my god, it's Paul! And then he hits the biggest plot twist. I'm back for the advocate of Raw. Brock Lesnar. Rock comes out, the biggest plot twist, and then Roman's like, "Oh, don't have to deal with this guy again."
But this match was fun. Great, I'll say.
Jacob Glazing, give him the Glazer of the Year award. Moment of the match is probably when Cody hit like the frog splash to the table. Jacob kept getting up for everything.
To Roman saying, "You got this," and just jumped off. Hey,
like Jacob kept getting up of everything. He hit the cross. He was outside. Jacob was up like 10 seconds, and Cody was like, "The fuck? This guy's on meth or something." And then he's like, "Oh, you won't go down?" Super kick, on the table. Oh, super kick again, flat on the table. Cody went on the top rope. It's got to be it. Can you imagine the laughter if Jacob moved? Cody went through the table and not moved the entire match, and the Bloodline ended up winning.
That would be so hilarious.
If Jacob moved, because he kept getting up from everything.
Like if he moved, a WrestleMania 32 Undertaker.
Yeah. And he just went straight through the table, and Cody didn't move the rest of the match. That'd have been fucking hilarious. And when the Tongas came down, fucking Tonga Loa, he nearly did it again. I don't know if he caught it, but he tried to grab Roman, right? He tried to grab his legs, and he kind of missed the left one, but it looked like he meant to do it too. I think it's a gimmick.
That's your boy.
I think it's a gimmick by now. Like it can't be this bad. But of course, Tama Tonga came and did his thing, and then Jimmy. I was like, what's the crowd? Because I see people in the crowd like, oh shit, pull out his phone and start recording. Like, who's there? I thought it was Zilla or something. I'm like, oh wait, Jimmy's cleared, so he's gotta be Jimmy. See a guy in the hoodie. Never trust a guy in a black hoodie with, and he had like the kerchief like this. Like, yo, that's gotta be Jimmy. Started super kicking the Tongas, went inside. Saw Solo. Solo like he saw a ghost or something. Great to have Jimmy back. Finally, Roman got like part of his bloodline back. So when you said Sammy could come back, I don't like it, but I could see it happening too. Because Sammy and Jimmy were like this. So I still
You're
don't like it,
seeing
but
the vision.
I can see it happening for now. And you know, the reason I'm saying this is because I just remembered because Kevin Owens crashed out on Cody Rhodes, and that's gonna be a big circle story now. And you can see how Sammy and Kevin will be like at each other again because in throughout every WWE era, they're always at each other's throats, and they're gonna be best friends again after. I can see the vision. I see it. So we're gonna have Sammy and KO again, but this time Sammy's gonna be the face, Kevin's gonna be the heel. Sammy's gonna be Bloodline affiliated. Kevin's probably gonna be on his own too, and it's gonna be a big circle meeting that Roman's still gonna support Sammy and all, but it's gonna be his private battles, and Cody's still gonna like address like the Kevin thing. He's still gonna want to get back at Kevin, but probably Sammy's gonna try to talk him out of it. But hey, whatever Triple H wanna cook up, I leave it to him. But this is the only reason I see Sammy being in the bloodline. So regardless of that, we have the guy, big guy. We have the big guy returning at the end of the night, shocking the whole crowd, shocking me because I didn't see it happen. Well, this was after Roman and Jimmy went back in the ring to stop Cody getting jumped. So Roman picked up the title, looked at it, looked at Cody, looked back at the title, just handed the title to Cody. I'm like, if he was really heel, he would have just crashed out right there. But the reason why I say he's not face because he really did hesitate not to go in the ring, and he was like, Jimmy was like, "Yo, your boy's getting jumped." He was like, I had one agreement with him, like, "Yo, let's go." And Jimmy was like, "Well, whatever you do, I'm with it." Everyone was like, "Fuck it, let's go." And then the Rock's music hits, and the crowd went crazy. And then I was like, "What the hell is going on tonight?" The final boss. The final boss is back. And here we go. What does this mean? And it's funny because look at the Rock schedule. He actually has no movies or shows or upcoming big things planned till like December. So I'm like, okay. He could well be at Survivor Series. So this would be a perfect time for him to come back in this. Because like he already done film Moana too. So he had, and that's his latest project, right? So yeah. There's also that movie with the snowman, like the Christmas movie, but he already done filmed that. So
And plus, he has
final
the
boss.
A24 boxing movie that he finished up.
Yep. So he's already done all those projects. So him being back now just made me think, who is he gonna be against more? He said he's gonna come and whoop Cody's ass last time, but like Roman's being back, he's gonna be like, Roman, I can't believe you'd side with Cody. You're a failure, tribal chief. Somehow I see him. I would see him praising Solo. I'm like, Solo, you really took the bloodline to new heights. I can see him saying shit like that. Like, Roman, you failed. Not only did you lose to Cody, but you ended up teaming with him too, just to go against the bloodline. I remember the original plan was Rock versus Roman until the fucking Cody crybabies fucked it up. But now
Stop
we
hating.
might just get it. Nah, man, they deserve it. And now the crowds That crowd's kind of against Cody. I'm like, well, look at that. Then the Rock had to come out. Now, will we get Rock versus Cody, Rock versus Roman, or some tag team action with Bloodline versus Roman? I don't think Cody will tag team against Roman again. With Jimmy being here now, we have Jimmy, Cody, Roman. Like it's gonna be a big circle here. All I'm saying, Cody's whole championship reign is literally revolved around the Bloodline. That's all. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, great pay per view, man. Rock came out. Nobody expected it, but went live on Instagram right after. Started talking shit, then left. Match was great, but surprisingly, like my 1-2 matches were literally Punk versus Drew and then Balor versus Priest. That's like the best 1-2 matches at the pay per view.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. So yep. So when I said on in to you on Instagram like yo that match was like 15, no, that the pay per view was like 15 out of 10. I was
No,
getting it, bro. That shit
no.
was great.
I knew you
That shit
was
was
kidding.
that shit was
There ain't
great.
no way. We have other pay-per-views other than WWE that have came out that I can say are better than that. But this show was a
All
9 out of 10
right.
for me. And the match, the main event, 8.5 out of 10. When The Rock came out and
Nah,
Jimmy came out,
man.
that's what made it a
I,
10.
I had to give it a 10, man. I gotta give it a 10.
Mm. But you got to remember also, Roman and Cody both wanted to start the match.
Yeah.
They both wanted to start the match in the ring.
Was that supposed to happen? Because they were
Yeah,
legit in there
yeah.
like
Because all that built up to when not Solo,
I was like, does it
Jacob got in the
matter who
ring.
starts? Because it's a tag team match. That's how I was.
Mhm.
Does it matter who starts?
It does when you facing Jacob.
I mean, to be fair, we didn't really know who was gonna start though. Solo was there in the corner, and Jacob was like in his ear, like, yeah, I was watching Cody and Roman,
Yeah,
and Cody and Roman were arguing over there.
but the
Like,
reason
does it
they were
matter?
arguing
Just
on is
get.
because not only
I
just
never
starting the
get this
match,
because it's a tag team match. It doesn't really matter who starts. Somebody's gonna get beat up, and somebody's gonna hot tag, and then whoever comes in is gonna look better.
but
That's
the,
how it
that
works. That's how it works.
yeah, but the thing is, it wasn't just about just that. And I think that was a little reason. The reason was who started against Jacob. Jacob has packed up both of them.
Mm.
Roman knows he's a threat. Cody knows he's a threat. It's only a matter of
Hey,
time
that's the thing.
before someone gets packed up.
Eventually, they would have had one-on-one with him because still tag team matches, and
And
Solo
that's
was
still not gonna
tagging
be
a
an easy
lot.
feat.
Solo was tagging him in a lot, so they both got what they wanted, anyways. Solo, the glazing.
The glazing is crazy. And then we got Cody getting attacked by KO via Instagram and X, which my reason is he's upset that he
Crashed
teamed
out
with
season.
Roman. That's all it is.
Well, if that's what you say, I just saw it coming. Even before the Roman thing,
Yeah,
like
I saw
Kevin
it
was,
happening.
he was hinting it. He was hinting it for
Now,
months. So
will Kevin explain everything that we already know?
no,
Will he
I
explain
already
everything
know what he's
tonight?
gonna say. I already know what he's gonna say. Like the best parts of my career is when I was like, he's not gonna say heel, but when I was like doing my own thing, when I wasn't
Mhm.
like helping people out. That's the best moments of my career. I won titles doing my own things, but now I'm winning nothing. Right? I had a chance to win the WWE Championship from Cody when he was injured. I didn't take it. Why? Because I felt sorry for him and shit like that. But now, not anymore. And this is why I see Sammy being the bloodline, benefiting. Because if the whole thing's gonna come full circle, and Cody's not gonna be done with the bloodline anytime soon, because he still has to beef with Solo, and with the Rock coming back in, the Rock's not gonna be done with Cody either, because the Rock said next time I see you, I'm gonna beat your ass. So Yep. It's one big story.
And remember, he handed Cody that well, whatever he handed him. Me personally, I think he handed him his
I
lottery
mean,
spot in the Royal Rumble, letting him know that he'll be in there.
imagine number 30 or number one. Nah,
I can't
not number
imagine.
one.
He's the boss. He can make it
He's the
happen.
boss. He is not gonna come in number one if he's the boss.
No, no, not
He
number
could.
one. Number 30. Number 30.
He could if he wants to look good. But
He'll just use his power to get people to jump over them ropes. He gonna talk to
he's
them like how he
power.
talked to that ref during that tag match at Mania.
I
You
don't think
know
he
I'm gonna
should
play
declare for the
around.
Rumble though. He should just show up. That'd be better, so people don't expect it. Who's number 30? And his theme song hits and everybody goes crazy.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait for the Rumble.
How funny would it be if the last person who he had to face in a Rumble like was Roman or Solo? Like they're in the
Uh,
ring and then
Roman would
Rock
be in the
comes
Rumble
out.
this year. This will be his
Hmm?
first Rumble appearance since 2020.
Who?
Roman,
Yeah. Well, in the match, yeah.
yeah, in the match.
Hmm.
This
Well,
Rumble is not predictable. Now, yes, I have The Rock winning if all things go to him, facing Cody at Mania and beating Cody, which I can see.
I just don't think it makes sense unless he's gonna. He can't be full time because of the things he
No,
does
no,
in real life.
he's not
But
going.
like
He's not
him,
going full time.
he's gonna be. He's gonna be worse than Brock Lesnar was back in
I feel
2019.
like he'll just work the big shows because he'll use the whole, since he's the
Wow,
boss,
we barely gonna see the title.
it would make sense for this story.
And I really don't want Triple H to go this route. I'm making a new title just to have like.
Now he won't because
I
because
really
if
don't
they
want because
go
that's what Vince had to do.
if they go the route that I'm thinking, um, The Rock might just shut that idea down.
Because look, Brock already has his Brahma Bowl title or People's Championship, I should say, given to him by Muhammad Ali's family.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see him being like the double champ. Not putting that belt on the line, of course, because that's his. But if he does beat Cody, I can see him not only relinquishing the belt because he thinks like, oh, I already done what I had to do. I didn't really need the championship, but it's a nice addition. But I can see him giving it to another bloodline member who he respects. And this might surprise you. He could give it to Tamatonga, sparking a whole new feud for another year. Again, Tamatonga versus Solo Sikoa. But this time, Tamatonga has Zilla Fatu. It's going to be a whole new bloodline revolution. And this is where Roman's going to come in. Because by then, Roman's going to have. Hey.
This man
Just
said
let me.
Tama. Look,
Just,
you know what? That brings us to the end of
hey,
the
hey,
After
hey,
Hour
hey,
Pod
hey,
Wrestling
hey,
Edition.
I didn't say Tongalo. I said Tamatonga, all right?
Oh, I heard something else.
I sure he did because I'm like, you hate on Tongala. I'm like, Tamatonga? Like, no. Imagine if The Rock gave it to Tongalo and be like, you're the best wrestler I've ever seen.
That way, he's so many
This
people
belt
up, including
belongs to
me,
you. This belt belongs to you. And Tongalo, like, me? Yeah, like, yeah, you.
gonna hold it up wrong.
He gonna hold it up backwards. Gonna see the black strap. People in the crowd are gonna be like, no fucking way, bro. You know how Cody has his bionic elbow from his
Yeah.
dad, right? It's just the Tongalo having his bionic chest slaps. He did to Okada.
Ha, ha, ha.
And you see Cody selling it like it'll be hilarious.
He gonna whip out that 619.
No, you mean the Miss 19. I know we're gonna call that neat move the 911. For the people who are gonna witness it in the crowd, they're gonna need medical attention. And it's Tongaloa, the 911, call the ambulance. People in the car are fainting from embarrassment.
But all the way, man, this show was great.
Mm.
9 out of 10. And
Just remember of how Titus just ran to the ring and just slipped under the ring, and that was not supposed to happen.
nope.
That just reminds me like how Tongaloa enters the Royal Rumble, and instead he goes in the ring, right? And he tries to do like some off the top rope, like somersault or backflip, but he ends up eliminating himself. That'd be hilarious. That'd be the most like that'd be way above the Titus fall. Like imagine if he does a springboard move and he just falls over the rope instead. It's just that's when I would know, yeah, he's doing this on purpose. He's not botching. He's literally doing this on purpose. Kind of like reverse Kofi Kingston. But yeah.
But hey, great pay-per-view. I can't wait for Wrestle Dream. We'll have previews and predictions out tomorrow for that. We don't want this video getting too long.
Yeah.
But hey, man.
Oh yeah, if we're gonna have to talk about AEW, let's keep it quick. Yeah, I'm more interested on the women's side right now. You know,
I bet you are.
I bet I am, and you know I'm all for the right reasons. Oh, for the right. Let me say something real quick.
Save that. We'll save that.
Hey,
we'll save that for tomorrow.
Cool.
Hey man, but section, take us out.
Mariah May, I love you. But thank you everybody for tuning in for another wrestling edition of the After Our Pod. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us your ideas, what you think, and of course, thank you again for coming and staying tuned. All right, this is Section with you signing out, and we'll see you again.
This man really said what he said. But you can follow the After Hour Pod on Instagram, X, and TikTok. You can follow me at Mr. Productions 316 on Instagram, X, and TikTok. You can follow Section at
Section J on Instagram and Twitter.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Mm-hmm.